ask a question. How do we determine which candidate is most qualified? Do we base this decision on the title written on his degree? Or do we base it on his strong work ethics and skills? I believe this question is relevant because employers has to answer this question every day. I am credible to speak on this topic because I'm a member of the workforce and I work hard to provide for my family. On top of this, I decided to go back to college to pursue my technical education in business management. Today, we're going to talk about being job ready. We're going to first discuss the problems with not being job ready, and then I'm going to offer solutions, and then we're going to talk about the benefits to becoming job ready. Let's talk about my first point, the problem with not being job ready. Okay, now, when you're not job ready, you get lower pay, and you also you start to experience higher stress. What I mean by higher stress is you worry about how I'm going to pay this bill, how I'm going to pay that bill, because you're not job ready, not confident. And another thing is you're not employable. Most of the time, people that you go to speak to get the job during the interview, they want to know that you're confident in the things that you're saying and the skills that you said that you're able to do. During my interview with Tyler Butler, when asked the question, what are some of the disadvantages to not being job ready? He stated, and I quote, one of the biggest disadvantages to not being job ready is simply you're not going to get the job. You're going to go into an employer's office and they're not going to want to hire you. End quote. Now that we talked about the problem with not being job ready, let's discuss some possible solutions. Some of the solutions is learning and identifying your skill set. You want to learn the skills that you have. You want to make sure that you learn what you're capable of doing. But not only that, you want to make sure that what you're learning is relevant to the current job market. In the article by Brian Kaplan, the article is titled, "What's College Good For?" In this article, and I quote, he stated that from kindergarten on, students spend thousands of hours studying things that are not relevant to the modern workforce. So basically, when you're in school, you want to make sure that what you're learning and going to school for is relevant to what you're trying to apply for, so that you're not just studying things that are just irrelevant, of course. And then also, you want to write down your career goals. You don't want to just go out and get these jobs and then you don't have no goals. A lot of people say, hey, I want this dream job. I want this nice this nice that, but they don't have goals. What are your goals when you become a nurse? What type of nurse do you want to become? What type of doctor do you want to become? What type of lawyer do you want to become? Know those goals. The last thing you want to do is a SWOT analysis. But this one is on yourself. You want to recognize your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What are the things that you're good at? What are the things you're not good at? So once you do these things, you would understand what you can hone in on, what you can strengthen, what you can bring to the table also. So now that we know the problems and we discussed some of the solutions to becoming job ready, let's talk about the benefits of being job ready. Now, it's simple. We all want to make more money. You make more money. Simply put, you make more money when you're more job ready. Not only that, you have better education. Why? Because you went to school. Not only did you go to school, you went to school and you studied something that was relevant to the field that you're planning on getting into. Okay? So, now that we discussed the benefits of being job ready, the benefits of being job ready. Okay, so this pretty much we talked about. Okay, so pretty much we talked about the problem with not being job ready. I offered a solution to not being job ready, and we spoke about the benefits of being job ready. So in the beginning of my speech, I presented you with the question of how do we determine which candidate is most qualified? Truthfully, there is no right or wrong answer. However, the candidate that is skilled has a greater opportunity of bridging the gap. And you ask me, what gap am I speaking of? I'll get to it. In the American Society for Training and Development quoted that in the United States, employers continue to struggle to find skilled talent to fill the growing number of job openings in the country, despite a large pool of unemployed workers. Now, this problem is known as the skills gap. So that's the gap that we're speaking about when we're talking about the problem that the United States is faced with. Okay, so as you leave this room today, I want each and every last one of you to take a look at the handout, because on that handout, you'll find these three organizations. You'll find Skills USA, you'll find SHRM, and you'll find Apex. Two of these organizations we offer here, Skills USA and SHRM. So these organizations all together can help you to become better prepared at being job ready. So the one question that I want everyone to really ask themselves, really look hard in the mirror, really ask yourself this one question, and that is, am I job ready? Thank you.